Ivastursach vasurtan dai. Nisurtam va. Surtam yeno. Tam vaeno. Ham vai toram tai tendea. Ishenen tenech veyocham. Im dahana inye. Tam wacht den henne. Isoran dae noch dan wacht. Himvene no hai. Hinda wacht dam nach nindai. Hinda no yono ninve. Hindanda vanayam. Hinda no yono ninyana. Hindam. Tamba nayane tamba. Tamba nayono ninde. Hambach tambai. Hindo no yenach tore. Tamwachten je. Tam such, tam sivasur tanta asivishe ika. Tam such, tu asa isana a iavasur. Trrrt ibitnantai tai. Tam such tai vesha iknantaya. Ivestono ikaitur tantan och. Ist anam tavaye. Tuch sei kai tam soch no o. Nesur samtoch no ja. Tam sich vese senech vesur tan. Tanantukas beeshoch nachai ham. Tasuch tai kai tai. Tasuch tai vanacha. Astuch such ne of. Tam such danach shervacha. Such sach danach tam. Such danach nanham ikai viesoch. Such sanam tach vasich ne eshech nach taikal as such sachno. Satnam, thank you so much for joining, thank you for connecting, thank you for receiving, and just thank you for being here as always. My name is Jean. I am a channel for what I perceive to be a consciousness in training to be ultimately the embodiment of the inner Christ, right? The inner Christed child. So today's activation and blessing and prayer, I heard what my intention should be was for a deeper self-acceptance. But as I did this transmission prayer thing, I got to the final conclusion that it's this prayer is intended to assist us with opening up our heart towards ourselves. And it's interesting because during this, at the end, when I noticed the heart opening towards self, I saw a lot of other people that were like not necessarily very nice to me or so, right? But then I understood. I was like, but why am I seeing? They're like opening up my heart towards myself, and I'm seeing them. But then I understood it's because they are me. You know, like every person within my reality, every experience, it's all me. It's all the grace of God ultimately. Anyway, you know. So even if it wasn't me, it's still the grace of God. It's still God. It's still beautiful. You know. But so I feel like that's the message that God is wanting to bring through for me and for you today. It's just the fact that it's just the fact that anyway, so I got a little bit sidetracked by the dog there. It's just the fact that us opening up our heart space, being in a true state of acceptance, a true state of allowance and forgiveness even, but towards ourselves, creates a space for us to be that towards other people as well. I was also reminded of like the golden rule kind of vibe, you know, when the disciples asked Jesus about something like what's the main law or something like that, and Jesus was like, you know, you have to love God with everything you got, which check for a lot of us, right? Because we're always searching for God, right? And then love thy neighbor. Uh, I feel like perhaps us learning to love God in that way, learning to love ourselves in that way, allows us to love our neighbor that way, which ultimately just creates a space as well of I want to say almost non-duality of not docileness, but like balance and equality almost. You know, when you reach out with a space like that because you are embodying it within yourself, it kind of projects outwards to you, and people need to kind of meet that vibration or that frequency anyway, otherwise they won't be within your own space. Anyway, so that's just what I want to share today. That is my gift and my prayer for me and for you today, is that we can truly embody this deeper self-acceptance and allowing to be self, etc., etc. But like very specifically for us to open our hearts up towards ourselves, to see ourselves as God sees us, you know, to experience ourselves as God experiences us. So yeah, so let me do a quick integration, a quick finishing up prayer. Anandur anachtur sai kastam vidne. Tasur tasana arsan vishteve yo o a. Trut ivai kai tam ye. I'm sending so much love, so much peace, joy, flow, abundance, growth, all of the things that I always share, that I share. I will see you again tomorrow. Please do consider liking and subscribing. You can contact me for a personal session. You can donate for the whatever you're feeling you're receiving. And yes, I will see you again for another one. Satnam. Bye.